What's up guys, CJ got kicks in. I'm here back with another product review for you guys. Today we have got a bundle pickup from Carousel. I don't know exactly where this seller's bundle is at. For all of you out there who are not from Malaysia, bundle is basically thrifting. A bundle store is kita cakap, or what we say, buying from a bundle. But today, from the title of the video, you know that it is on the Suciu 2, the Mark Suciu 2 ADV by Adidas Skateboarding. Now, this shoe was a shoe that obviously at a time where when the shoe released, Adidas Skateboarding was not that famous in Malaysia. There weren't many sellers that brought it in. The only way you could have an Adidas skateboarding shoe is if you either bought a used pair from a bundle, or if you actually know people from the Philippines, Singapore, outside of Malaysia basically. Even today, we don't have an official distributor. The Adidas skateboarding models that come in, like the Nora, the Aloha Super, but Gonza's shoe is like one of those one-off styles. Like, they don't have the Taishans coming in, they don't have the Superstar ADVs come in, the Campus ADVs. So most of those, most of the mainline streamline models, they don't have them in. But let's get to the video of the shoe. So this is the original Team Handsome rider. Hashtag Team Handsome, hashtag RIP Dylan Reader. Mark Suciu does amazing things on the skateboard. The way that he flips in, flips out, the technical abilities that man has, even before he had his own shoe and his own pro board, was crazy. It was insane. Yeah, Suciu is still riding for Habitat and Adidas Skateboarding as of today. And I believe that this released probably about the same time that the Adidas Busenitz ADV released. So, oh no, I think this was about the time that they started using the Adiprene drop-in insoles. We'll talk about that later. So this would have been about the same time that the Adidas Superstar Vaults and the Stan Smith Vaults came in. So main features on the Suciu 2 is the suede build for the upper. This toe here is changed up from his first model, this being the second model. The first model had like a turn and stitch style for all those stitch lines that you see there, but now it's just basically a single toe cap with just stitching running across to prevent blowouts and whatnot. Bearing in mind, this is a shoe style from the early 2015-2016, so this was where the shoelaces were pushed a little bit back to prevent it from being ripped. But now we see a reversion, so most skate shoes are going back to the OG style, so it's a little bit more shorter in the toe to accommodate the baggy styles today. They also removed the whole eye lace protection thing, which was featured on the first shoe. You don't have it now here, but instead what will be helping is just the big toe cap there to prevent from the laces getting chewed up when you're doing ollies, kickflips and whatnot. A thing to bear in mind is that beneath all of this is an Adituff layer. So that is just a piece of rubber that is under the suede. So it's covering all of this area here. Let's talk about another feature which is changed up from the first version. The first version was all suede, so you had all the panels being suede here. But for the Suciu 2, you have mesh materials in between those three white stripes just right there, so that adds for a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more breathability. Moving towards the collar, you've got the same suede build, and the collar is nicely padded and very comfortable. On the back, you've got a nice little throwback to Adidas with the three stripes right there in blue and white, and an Adidas logo at the section of the heel. Suede, and also it's notable to note that the heel counter for the shoe is extremely tough, so you know that this shoe is going to be supportive when you are out there skateboarding. On this side, you have pretty much the same thing: the suede, the leather white stripes, the mesh, and the same suede going up to the toe. For the shoe, because I obviously didn't get brand new, I don't know if it came with spare laces or extra laces, but with the laces that we have, it's just flat black laces and they are fairly thick. I don't think these are the originals, but I could be wrong. But you just get flat black laces, and I assume that's what you get on the brand new pair as well. On the top, you've got the Suciu ADV logo with that gold foil on a suede patch at the top of the tongue. Now the tongue is not heavily padded, but it is nicely padded. There is padding, so it's not going to be Janoski thin, that's what I'm saying. At the back of the tongue, you've got black mesh material, the size tag just right there. On the inside, like I said, a black sock liner as well, and that is very, very nicely padded. Now the Suciu is a cup sole, but the main technology aside from the Adituff on the toe is one of my favorite features of Adidas skateboarding ever, and it is the Adiprene insole, or the Adiprene drop-in insole slash midsole. Now this, when you put it inside of this, makes the shoe look very, very low profile, but you know that this is what is going to be helping you with impact protection. As you can see, you've got quite a little bit of an offset from the toe, from the heel to the toe, so you're not losing that much board feel in the front. You still get a decent amount of padding and cushion, and at the back obviously you see all of that, and that is all that you're getting, so at about there, so you get that much impact protection. Now the Adiprene Plus is a cushion technology that has been with Adidas ever since the early 2000s. I remember KG's shoe had this, T-Max shoe had this, and it is a very, very rubber based foam, so it's going to be very, very bouncy and has a lot of response. Usually in Adidas basketball shoes and Adidas running shoes, you would have pieces of this, the Adiprene Plus, as pods within an Adiprene carrier. So this is obviously a very, very bouncy material. Now you have it on the inside of the shoe and unlimited bounce basically, but you know that your feet are going to be taken care of when you're out skating the shoe. Now let's go to the outsole. Now the outsole is a very, very aggressive tread pattern. You've got a herringbone pattern up here in multi directions to help you sort of just stay centered and sort of gripped onto your grip tape. And at the bottom you've got like this vector pattern with the M sort of symbolizing Mark Suciu, and that blue little Adidas insert right there, but that is not foam, that is also part of the rubber outsole. So this is the Adidas Suciu ADV 2 from Adidas Skateboarding, and this has been your boy TJ Got Kicks 89. I know that this shoe is not out anymore obviously, but if you do find a used pair, a bundle, highly recommend it, especially from this. If you find something like this in this almost like new, barely used condition, pick it up and take it out to shred, and I guarantee that you will not be disappointed. Boy TJ Got Kicks 89, the Adidas Suciu ADV 2. I'm out.